Well, the idea is to build a new Roman attraction in the middle of the city, but that will be preceded by a major excavation, a 2-year excavation that will obviously reveal a lot of exciting finds about the Roman period and will be the basis on which we then develop the attraction. So for us, it's really doing the shorthand version, it's doing a Roman Jorvik.
Okay, and as you say, a major part of this before any of the building work starts will be this dig. Just tell us a little bit more about that and the kind of things that could potentially be uncovered.
Right, so yes, we've got this planning a major excavation, 30 metres by 30 metres, up to 8 metres deep. And we've done some previous work in that area, so we know we've got well-preserved Roman deposits, as at Coppergate. So as we found at Jorvik, we've got 2 to 3 metres of Roman waterlogged material. We're excavating in a place that's very close to the centre of the Roman city and very close to the location of the Roman bridgehead. So we're going to be digging next to one of the main streets running through the Roman city, and we expect to find, from what we've looked at before, the full sequence of Roman deposits from the very foundation of the city, the very beginnings of Roman York in AD 71, right the way through to the very end of Roman York in the 4th to early 5th century. We've got timber buildings down there, as at Jorvik. The Romans are first building in timber. We've seen preserved Roman timbers in adjacent excavations. We know things like a major fire seems to happen in the adjacent sites, and then people start building in stone. So then we've got stone buildings with colonnades. So we're really expecting some spectacular finds.
And once the dig is complete, then of course work will begin to create this brand new attraction for York. Just tell us a bit about that and what kind of a big deal it's going to be really for tourists and locals alike.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, with the attraction, I guess what we would say is we're trying to build, obviously, from our expertise with the Jorvik Viking Centre. And if you think about the Jorvik Viking Centre, hopefully people think about it as an interactive experience, an authentic experience, one that's educative but also fun, one that's accessible to everybody. And all of those kinds of qualities are the things we want to bring to the Roman attraction. So we're not thinking of building a traditional museum. We want it to be accessible to everybody, we want it to be for the benefit of everybody. As you can imagine, since we started with Jorvik and even with the revamp of Jorvik a couple of years ago, technology's advancing all the time, the way in which people present attractions and museums is changing all the time. So at the moment we're keeping our options open as to what will go into the attraction and how we will tell the stories that we discover as we excavate this Roman site. So it's a bit of an open book at the moment, and really over the next 2 to 3 years, because we won't really get to the point of building the attraction until we've finished the excavation and then they've had to build the building to put it in. We're going to be looking around the world for the very best ideas in terms of how you present and engage with people to tell them exciting stories about the past.